What's up guys, it is Luke here and we're just chilling, listening to some music and playing some PO. So we're going to jump on here. I'm just going to go ahead and pick a random team. Let's go for an Ubers game. I am terrible at Ubers, especially since I'm out of practice playing pokers in general, and you know OU was my strongest tier, so this is not going to work out very well. Alright, so let's have a look at the threats here. So obviously he's running Sun, that doesn't make a difference to me. I'm just going to go ahead and leave with Deoxys. It doesn't look like he has a spinner on his team, so I guess any hazards I get up are going to stay. But this actually doesn't set up any hazards. I think my Groudon does, so we can get some stealth rock action going right off the bat here. And then we can go for a Dragon Tail, which should be pretty cool. See if we can get rid of some stuff. Okay, he just... Oh, that's not cool. You know, let's look at his team. Oh, Arceus. Yeah, this thing's really not useful, so it's Dragon Tail again. It can do whatever it wants. Obviously, because of its airlock ability, it's not going to get the sun boost from that. And look at that Ho-Oh coming in on rocks. That's just gorgeous. Again, I'm just going to send in Kyogre here now because obviously the fire type moves and obviously Kyogre doesn't care. And I can actually set up a Calm Hydra off the bat here because I don't think he's got anything to threaten me as he switches out. Goes into his Groudon. I am really not bothered. I am just going to stay in here, just surf it, because this Kyogre set is actually really good at dealing with these kind of threats. So I'm just going to go for the rest here as he actually decides to switch in this Rayquaza, which is going to die to rocks, so I don't really care. And then he sends out his Arceus, but I'm actually a Sleep Talking variant, and I Sleep Talk the Surf right off the bat. Nice. And we also get the crit, and he's going to leave. Oh god. Let's go for another Ubers battle, actually. That was pretty fun, despite how bad at it I am. So, yeah. Let's see if we can find another battle here. We've got people hitting me up on Skype as well. I wonder if I can, like, use a shortcut down here. No, I can't. Okay, what have we got here? Let's see. Okay, Giratina. Looks like the same setup, I guess. Actually, I guess we can take out threats, so I guess we'll just lead here and see what his main counter is. 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. I had to get rid of some of the music that was going on, because that was frustrating as hell. Alright, we have a lot of attacks, so I'm a super power this bitch, and get a crit, which is always nice. So that crit would have done roughly 42%, I guess it might. We should take it out. And he's just going to switch into Giratina, which is fine because I am mixed and I have the Shadow Ball, which does nothing. I'm actually going to save this thing, you know, because it could be useful. So I'm just going to go out into my Groudon at this point. And I'm actually just going to set up my Stealth Rocks right here. See if he has anything. He has a Starmie as a potential spinner. So I'm going to say that's going to come in now. So I'm actually going to go ahead and switch to Dialga. As he just Dragon Tails, that's great. Okay. Well, the sun lights up at the moment, so this Arceus really isn't that helpful, so I guess I'm just going to double switch now. Go to my... I don't even know. I guess we'll just get off a Thunder, if we can hit one. Which we do, and we don't get that, which sucks. Alright, let's just go back to Deoxys. Let's go for another Shadow Ball. Oh! Fair enough. This thing is a problem. Let's get the rain up real quick. Let's set up, let's surf just because I think he's just gonna Dragon Tail me out anyway. So, obviously don't want to risk him doing that. He actually goes to Dialga though, which is cool. Now, I do want to be careful of the Thunder, so I am going to switch into Groudon here. And he just goes for the Dragon Pulse, so okay, that's interesting information. I really don't want the Sun up anyway. It's just a good Stealth Rocker and a good way to counter other rain teams, which is why it's on this team. So I'm just going to go for the... I don't even know, it's just go for the Dragon Tail, why not? Okay, there we go. So now I can go to my Dialga, which is Scarfed. And let me see if there's actually anything I have to be careful of here. No, I'm actually free to go for the Outrage, so I'm just going to go for it. And he gets a crit, which actually mattered. That's kind of annoying. That really did matter right there. But let me get my rain up real quick. And, so he's just going to keep Dragon Pulsing. So, I guess we'll just rest and see how much it does. Okay, 38%. That's cool. We can definitely take this risk here, so I'm just going to go for the Sleep Talk then. See what he wants to do. If I get really lucky, he may switch, because I don't know why, but every time you press Sleep Talk, you tend to get a really bad one first turn, like Rest. There we go. Now I know he has the Thunderbolt, but I'm going to Sleep Talk again. He just decides to rest. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to set up a Calm Mind this time. And now I can go for the rest. Wow! Oh, wow! And look at his team, too. I would have swept his entire team. Wow! Well, that sucks. No point continuing that battle. Let's see if we can get another one. Let's also turn off Eminem because it's annoying me. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we've got Kyogre, Skymin, pretty standard Uber Rain teams. Obviously running Swift Swim here. So, Groudon is extremely important. So, I need to bear that in mind this game. And I'm actually going to go ahead and lead with it. Let's not actually, because he may Thunder predicting the switch, which would not be very good at all. So I'm just going to stay in here with my... Okay, let's go for it. Okay, good. So we got the Sun up, which, seeing as he got his up first, that tells me that he is most likely a Scarf variant. So I'm actually going to switch into Kyogre. It's a very easy prediction to make, but he didn't make it. Now, what he goes out into next is actually up to him, because he's probably going to expect the Thunder, which means he could either go into his Lantern, which walls me quite nicely, actually. So knowing that, what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and make a switch to my Groudon, which is nice. And let me see if he has anything to dodge EQs, which he doesn't. So I'm actually just going to go straight for the Earthquake here, and that's going to deal a really good amount of damage. Now, obviously, he's going to want to take this thing out as soon as possible. So I'm just going to Stealth Rock here, predicting the switch. Now, I need to be careful this thing does not sub on me, because if it does, there's going to be huge problems. So I need to make sure whatever I send in is going to be faster. So I'm going to go straight to Deoxys here as he subs. That's not a problem, but I need to make sure this thing does not have it. So I'm actually going to E-speed it now, just in case he wants to try and stay in. Because that would honestly not be cool whatsoever. So I'm just going to go for it. Okay, there we go. He gets to see Flare, but I am a Focus Sash variant, which is nice. So the last E-speed didn't take it out, but I know that I should actually outspeed anyway. And this is just a grass flying type, so I'm actually going to be forced to go for the Shadow Ball here. And that doesn't take it out either, which is unreal. So I'm pretty much forced to go into Dialga now because I am Scarfed. And I'm actually just going to go straight for the Draco, which is kind of a waste. Wow! Okay, I'm going to go for the Draco again. And take that thing out. So that's really nice that that thing's gone. Now this thing is most likely just going to blow away my Stealth Rock. So I'm going to go into Giratina here, who actually walls this thing otherwise, which is nice. So what he does now, I'm really too sure what he's going to do. I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw, see what he wants to do. He goes for the Protect. That's fine. I'm just going to go for it again. And he actually gets a Crit Skull, which isn't really going to do much. Now, I know he's going to Protect here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to double switch out to my Dialga. And I'm actually judging by his team. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just going to drop another Draco here. He's probably going to Protect again, but it doesn't really matter at this point because whatever he sends in is going to get smashed by a Draco, which happens to be this thing. And this thing is probably not going to die now, so I'm actually going to make the switch back to Giratina in case he knows he can live and decides to Rapid Spin. So I'm going to go into that, and that is exactly what he was thinking. So I'm just going to drop another Draco, and I miss. He protects anyway, which doesn't really matter. But something is going to get Dracoed. Now I know his plan. What his plan is to try and basically switch around his pokes so that the toxic damage racks up here and then goes out into his technical to Rapid Spin. Well, that's what he should have done, but for some reason he thought that Draco Meteor and just staying in and going for the other Protect would have been beneficial to him, which really wasn't. Now, looking at my HPs, most likely going to go for a stab move, so I'm just going to switch in my Kyogre. I don't think he's going to Thunder at this point, even though he does, which is a good play on his part, and that does way too much for me, so I have to switch. Now, I am assuming he's Scarfed, so I'm going to go into Groudon, hoping he's Scarfed. I'm just going to, did he spin away the rocks? No, he didn't get those away, so I'm just going to go for the, let me see what he has left on his team. He has the Caracosta, which could be threatening, so I'm actually going to Dragon Tail. There we go, that thing comes out, and I do not want that in here. Now, he's not going to make the same mistake again, so I'm going to switch back into Kyogre now, as he goes for the Water Spout, which is fine. because every time he switches in, he's going to be losing power off that water spout, which is cool. So now I know he's locked into a water move, so now I can freely bring in, what do I bring in? I guess we could try an Arceus sweep, but not yet. I'm going to go out into this. I'm going to start dropping some Dracos on some stuff. There we go. I take out the Caracosta, which is nice. I could have dealt with that with Arceus, but probably not the right time. Now, I'm actually going to hit him with another Draco here, because I know I can take one if he wants to go for it, because it's not super effective, and obviously I can take him out with another Draco, even at minus 1.5. Now, excuse me, he's going to send this thing back in. Again, he could either Thunder, or he could go for the Water type move. At this point, Giratina's not needed, so I'm just going to send that out, let it die, go into Arceus. Now I can just... Oh, I thought I had E-Speed. Oh. Well, I can Thunder anyway. Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that mattered hideously. Well, at least I can outspeed and kill it off with that, but still. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this Ubers, I guess, live PO. And if you did, you can always leave a comment, drop me a like rating, that'd be cool. And there is probably a Dragon Ball Z stream later. I'm going to type it. I'm going to bring up PO here, actually. And I'm going to type it for you guys, so you know, right here, actually. Which you guys can't see unless I move this up. I'm going to type it right here, www.twitter.com/LRXHD. If there is a Dragon Ball Z stream tonight, you guys will be able to find out here. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day. See you guys later.